Hello, and welcome to another day, another creation. Today, we are looking at this beauty from January 8th, 2023. Recording date is April 8th, 2023. What a beautiful piece. The first thing I'm seeing is perspective. Everything can change with a shift in perspective. It sounds so easy. It is easy, but it's a lot harder than we anticipate sometimes because there's a lot of layers of perspective, and we can go through many perspective shifts within a really short period of time. And that's just a wild journey, and it's fun, it's crazy, it's something. Make space for new growth. So while we go through all these perspective changes, we also need to keep releasing the old versions of us and letting go of who we used to be. And I recently went through and I've been still going through a really big grieving process of who I was, and it's been really interesting. It came out of nowhere. It was also triggered by other things. Do it for you. Oh, this little cat peeking out of the bushes. I want to get a cat. I've never really had a pet except a fish once, but it died. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Oh my goodness, this is so, yeah. Because when we're creating something new, we're creating something different, we're creating something that's unique to us. And right now, our fear of being wrong is just let's say it this way. What is condemned as right, or what is seen as right in today's world, is just conditioning from systematic ways to make everyone be the same. So obviously, when we're creating something unique to ourselves, it's going to be quote unquote wrong. Not that it is wrong. It's right, but in the views of today's world, today's society, today's reality, it can be deemed as wrong. Be wrong because what is deemed as wrong isn't even right in the first place. Going along with the societal ways, there's a lot of definition, and we're kind of put into categories, and we put ourselves into categories and give ourselves labels, and to define ourselves is to limit ourselves, because then we kind of get stuck in that limitation of who we think we are because we think it defines who we are. No. We're much more flowy and free than that. We shouldn't define who we are or what we are, because that does limit ourselves and it prevents us from growing. To live a creative life, we mustn't define ourselves. To be able to grow and create, gotta relax and receive. We have to be patient when becoming someone we haven't been before, because we don't know what that version of us looks like, especially if we don't have examples out there to follow or just get inspiration from, or have an idea, or it's easier when we have a view of how something should be done. There's not a lot of that out there right now. We'll get there for sure, but it all takes time. And when doing these things, how do we trust our intuition more? It all goes back to becoming one with the body and really monitoring what we do in everyday life. A big thing I've been thinking about for the past few hours, that the content we consume really, really makes a huge difference in structuring our life and who we are. And there's just so many movies and video games, and there's just so much, even songs, and just so much content out there that promotes violence, right? There's a movie I just saw, and I don't like these kind of movies at all. I don't like movies that involve death or violence. I just don't. I don't get it. Anyways, the whole 2.5 hours was people just killing each other. And there's been multiple movies like this. And the thing is, this is an extremely common thing, and nobody blinks twice. There's so many video games out there where you kill people and shoot people, and it's so realistic looking, and kids play these games and people grow up playing these games. It's become so normalized through mass media, through all the games, and then people play with each other, people bond over these things. No, that shit's just wrong. So it's stuff like that, right? We shouldn't be consuming that kind of content, because that's validating the not good and we're surprised by what you put out there. What we consume is what's going to come back out. New growth involves ingesting positive content we align with. I feel so achy afterwards. I have to watch something really light, like some cartoons or something, something pure with good intentions, not so heavy. This kind of works as that, right? My art. For me, I have to watch cartoons because I'm doing this. Relax and receive. That part can also be challenging when peace is new in our lives and we're not used to it. It can be really unsettling because when we're so used to chaos for so long, peace and quiet is something we strive for. I remember at a really young age, I had to be like 8 or 9. I told myself, I was like, I want peace and happiness in life. That is what has driven all of my change. And it's giving me strength to get there. And it happens in layers. But when the layers started happening, I started getting more peace and more time because all of the energy that was being spent thinking about these things or worrying about these things or just trying to recover from the trauma of everything. I didn't know what to do. But then, there was always something else to fix or something else. But now I'm so lucky to have reached a point to where I can very proudly say I have peace in my life, and it's really unsettling because I am very new into it and I've worked so hard to get here, years, like almost half my life to get to this point, and nothing can disturb that. Everything in my personal life is really tight after Marie Kondoing everything in life, going through everything with a fine-tooth comb and really taking a good hard look and letting go of everything and everyone that no longer served me. That was a whole process. And then after that, a lot of grieving in there. And then even after that, it takes time to settle into the new, because once in the new, that's really unsettling because it's like, oh my God, you're figuring yourself out. You're getting to know yourself again. But after like a year or two being in the new is when we start to realize our new reality, and it's peaceful. And there's a lot of love towards myself. And don't be wrong, there's still a lot of things I'm working on. I'm really callous towards other people, and I want to let new people into my life and build new relationships, but I'm scared because I'm letting past situations define that reality. Everything's a work in progress, but the peace aspect of it, in my now reality, there is peace. It's hard to believe sometimes because this is what I've been working towards for so long. Now we gotta maintain it, but we're here. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to handle that at first. It was really unsettling because it's like, now what? I have so much more energy and mind space, just space in general, that a lot of bullshit took up. But now it's back to me and everything's in a neutral, natural state, and it's great. But now I need to figure out what to do with the rest of this energy. Well, create. That's what we're doing. We're creating. Yeah, this project soon is going to take another step, and that's going to be editing, putting the voice and the creations together. And I'm really nervous, but I want to use this new time wisely. This is really helpful. Be patient when becoming someone you've never been before. And I've never been this person before, and I don't know how to be this person, and I just gotta go with the flow and trust my intuition and listen to it, because it's gotten me this far. Without it, I would not be where I am today. I would not have all this peace. I would not have all this love for myself, and I would not be creating. Here's to us being able to change our reality for the better for us, and live an amazing life, and have peace in our lives, and have love in our lives. Here's to you. Here's to me. Here's to creating our new tomorrow together. Until we meet again. Bye.